Dirty Fridge is Perro Loko's new game! To play Dirty Fridge, you must first find the cleaning cloth card in the deck and place it in the center of the table. Shuffle the rest of the cards. Deal 4 cards face down to each player and leave the rest forming the drawing deck in the center of the table, right next to the cleaning cloth card. Leave some space next to the drawing deck for the discard pile. Each player will now look at the 2 bottom cards in their fridge, which is how we call each player's gaming area. The game objective is to be the player whose cards sum up the lowest total filth value at the end of the game. The turn order follows a clockwise fashion. In their turn, each player will draw 1 card from the drawing deck and reveal it on the discard pile for everyone to see. The player will then have 2 options to choose from. 1. Swap any card in their fridge with the revealed card. 2. Perform the action available on the card, if it has one. The possible actions are: open a fridge. The player can secretly look at the value of 1 card in their fridge or the fridge of any other player. Blind swap. The player can swap one of the cards in their fridge with one other card in the fridge of any player they choose. The player may not look at the values of the cards being swapped. Peek and swap. The player can swap one of the cards in their fridge with one other card in the fridge of any other player they choose. In this case, the player may secretly look at the values of both cards before swapping them, but can't cancel the action if they realize the movement is unfavorable to them. Pass 1 card. All players pass 1 card from their fridge to the player seated to their right. And here comes the fun! As soon as a player reveals a card on the discard pile at the beginning of their turn, all players, including that player, may discard 1 card from their fridge or another player's fridge. However, the value of the discarded card must match the value of the card that was revealed. Most importantly, players must be fast, for only the quickest one will get to discard. The card used is not replenished. The player will continue the game with 1 less card in their gaming area. After this, the active player will resume their turn in a normal fashion. Let's look at an example. Jack, in his turn, reveals the top card of the drawing deck, a 6. Jack can either swap the revealed card with 1 card from his fridge or perform the blind swap action shown on the card. But Fred, who remembers that one of his cards is also a 6 and therefore matches the value of the card currently visible on the discard pile, quickly discards that card, beating the other players to it. Fred now only has 3 cards left in his fridge, and Jack may resume his turn. If instead of discarding one of his cards, Fred had discarded a card from another player's fridge, Fred would then replenish the empty spot with 1 card from his own fridge. If a player makes a mistake while discarding a card, the card is returned face down to the fridge it came from. Not only will everyone get to see the card, the player must also draw 1 new card from the drawing deck as a penalty and add it to their own fridge. The game can end at any time. Whenever a player believes to have the cleanest fridge, instead of performing a regular turn, they may grab the cleaning cloth card from the center of the table to initiate the final round, where all other players will get to play 1 last turn. Once the final round is over, all players reveal the cards in their fridge. And the player with the lowest total filth value, and therefore the cleanest fridge, is proclaimed the winner. And that's all, folks. A quick and easy game.
Fridge.